Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, grasshoppers. We're back in New York City. I've done almost a complete and thorough check of our systems, and they should be working. Our tournament is about to start in 10 minutes. I have not been on Puzzle Streak in so many days. Oh, we're at 63. No pressure. No pressure there. Right? I suppose it's worth taking a little bit of a peek at this particular endeavor. King F3. G2. Rook takes G2. I don't know. It's a good question. Alright, Discord is on in the background. So let's see, I have a stream cord notification and a MooBot notification. They both claim to have come at 5:21. I don't know. I don't know if those notifications really came or not. Ah, add notification. Let's see here. Advanced permissions. Manage permissions. Yada yada yada. I can't handle that right now. But we are working on number 63 while we wait for our tournament to begin. The dojo event is on. I don't necessarily know if it can be found that easily. Let's just head back there and grab that URL if you'd like to join it. Good morning, Richie. Richie in the house. Well, Richie in the tournament house anyway. The cheese mate. Need to give a shout out to the cheese mate. Way overdue. Met the cheese mate in person. Hold on here. I was about to misspell it. I used two S's. It is good to be back. And almost back to normal. Got a pervasive air of tiredness. But it's probably going to last a couple of days, as I'm going to sleep at a different set of times for some random reason. "12 minutes to go? No, that can't possibly be. 5 minutes to go. That's more like it." This is our daily training ritual. I am getting back into it. This is a Monday for me. I did not manage to move my body yesterday at all in the morning. In fact, I was on
the cheese mate
melatonin.
Said, yo, what's cooking?
Good morning. One thing I learned from the cheese mate this weekend, inadvertently, that I always have to pack a hat. In fact, at one point I thought I had to pack two hats as I chased my hat down a windy Reykjavik street. Or a Reykjavik road if I want to alliterate. Got a little bit of running in that day. It was very amusing. Are you still in Reykjavik? It was great to see you there. The hat store that I had sent you the address to was extremely exorbitantly priced. One of the tournament directors and I had found the hat store. He had sent me the link. He had shown me the online prices for all of those products, and they were far more reasonable. Far more reasonable than the in-store prices. I guess it's because they have discounts for takeout, and probably the online prices are just because they can come from a storage center, storage facility, rather than a retail store where they pay rent. That's all I can imagine. It is good to be back. Everything seems to be working. We've switched from Pretzel Rocks to Streamlabs music. It's nice, uplifting music in the background. Let's return to our puzzle streak exercise there. I was having a bit of difficulty here. The most likely move, threatening checkmate in 2 moves. Appears to be King F3. And the only 2 moves to prevent the mate in 2, easily, that is, are G2 and King to H2. Another move which is not so well recommended, Knight to G4. Looks like it's just going to run into further problems after check. Rook takes G3, check, King to H2, Rook to G2, check, King to H3, and Rook to H1. Followed by mate. So Knight to G4 is off the table. And what could there be here? The secret to doing these exercises successfully is not moving, to be honest. Just not moving. So King to F3, King H2, Rook to G2 check, King H3, Rook takes G3 check, King H2. Rook to G2 check, King H3, and Rook takes H2, and then he has a hard time trying to stop the mate again, right? I didn't do a streamer's tally in Reykjavik. I was sort of curious as to who performed the best when Anamaya reported that she'd lost some rating points. I think studying Anish Giri's Italian course will definitely cost you a few rating points, especially if the Italian does not win the game for you. Alright, we're running out of time.
Pegasus SEE. Thanks for subscribing for 33 months. Pegasus.
Back on track, hopefully. Thank you, Ron. I was actually using only the the Google Speech Chat for my messages and my typing. I'm going to try to keep to that, even though I have a few books in the way. I need to move the books to the side. I need to do some clearance. When I returned, I realized how much stuff I have to the right and left of me. Endgame Labyrinth must be studied. I don't think it's going to be done today, but it might be. Might be done today. We might jump into the absolute theme of problem solving, depending on my mix of students today. I told Daniel Fernandez that I was going to return a little bit to the Caro-Kann. Everybody expects me to play the Caro-Kann in Reykjavik, so I might as well get one in. This is a more natural move to not be committal. Let's put his knight on c3, which is not the best square for the knight, while we're at it. And now for something completely different. Uh-oh. Did I do that to myself? I may have. Alright, looks like I may have lost a pawn out of the deal. Let's keep up the pressure though, just in case I've lost a pawn. We may be able to return the favor. We may be able to return the favor. Ah. So now we haven't lost a pawn. He did not take on d5, which was a freebie. That is a wee bit crazy that he didn't take the free pawn when he had a chance. I would have scarfed that pawn so fast. Leaving my queen in the larch. And now what to do? I'm not going to fall for anything else. Should we? Just rest here for a moment and get the bishop pair? One way or the other? Yeah, let's rest here for a moment and get the bishop pair. Maybe I don't get to keep the bishop pair. Yuck. Yeah. But we will cause him some other anxiety, concerns, momentary weaknesses. All right. Yeah, I guess we don't have to worry about the bishop pair just yet. And now we get to keep the bishop pair? No, we don't. Very much a bummer. That's too bad. Oh, maybe we can keep the bishop pair. Let's keep this theme of retaining the bishop pair going, where we just avoid knight e5 for just a moment. And I think we have no choice but to evacuate. He still has bishop h4, bishop g3 to eliminate my bishop pair though. All the old standard things. Alright, now for something completely different. We're going to start rerouting.
Pegasus SVE said thinks of the time you played drums.
Were you a percussionist? Were you a percussionist? That is very cool to think that you were a percussionist. Alright, so now my opponent is trying to reinforce
Pegasus
with
SVE
c3.
said yes.
That's amazing. A very, very cool and awesome instrument. So my theory here is that I do want to play e5 and get everybody rolling. Can I? Can I just do it? Where's he headed? Yeah, I don't mind an isolated pawn. Let's get our isolated pawn boogie in. Bum ba da dum. Bum ba da dum. I'm starting to think that I have to choose which piece I want to keep. Knight, knight. Dum da da dum. Dum da da dum. Dum da da dum. Okay. It's getting my bishop pair. I don't like it. This could be a mistake, but we're about to find out. Let's give him a little bit of a small checkup. Can we tag that one? Let's do that. Can I tag it again? Looks like I'm just getting a better endgame out of this deal.
Shaken, not stirred.
Not that much better at endgame out of this deal, unfortunately. Oops. Oops! He had what looked like a relatively good open invitation to
FAQ. Thanks for following.
We're just going to follow a very simple plan. A relatively simple plan. Trade? No. Checkers? Let's fix that pawn on a white square while we are at it. Alright, maybe I didn't want to do that. This was part of the plan. Well, he's made it a little bit easier. Just a little bit easier. Let's just barnacle. Nope, I can't do it that way. That's too bad. I'm going to use my almost funnel mate. If this were the edge of the board, I call it a funnel mate. Chessable calls it a kill box mate. How child appropriate and violent sensitive is the kill box mate? K-word has to go in educational materials. Maybe chess.com will be more aware of it. I'll get Mike Klein on the case. He carries more weight than I do. D4, C4. I promised Ron I'd do more C4s. Alexandra Semikanova will appreciate it. I do need to connect with FAQ 777, by the way. I did not see that notification. I am FIDE trainer and National Master John MacArthur. FAQ 7777. What a great name. I want to see that one again.
Shaken, not stirred.
Got an extra follow out of that. Our follower goal seems to be different from service to service. Our opponent is going to reappear at any moment. I have a hugely awkward performance against Viper. He's +5. I may need to message him. Is he online? He is not even online. Interesting. I wonder what happened. Did he lose a game? That's terrible. If he lost a game and left, or maybe he lost his connection. More than likely. You never know. Oh, my paper's fallen over. I think my grandson has been here. Taking printer paper from the desk. All right, moment of truth. All right, let's head back for a moment. So Viper really is not here. Very unusual for this time of day. Ah, the cheesemate is in the house. Cheesemate experienced some technical difficulties in the first round versus our friend Arsenal fan, Richie. He gave him the full arsenal. Took it right in the arsenal. Not a pleasant experience. Now it claims that we have 10 viewers. Now this is including Twitter. What other services? I don't really believe that I have that many viewers on YouTube unless the reading is off. But I will know afterwards. Marco Ivan. I don't believe I'm +8 against Arsenal fan. There's no way I'm +8. If anything, I thought that he was actually way ahead on me. Ron has just begun. All right, so where are we headed? Let's watch the game between the Cheesemate and G-Serp while we're at it. I've been very lucky so far. My first opponent did not rip my head off with knight takes d5. We could probably look at that game again. That's a decent pin. Or is it? I think it just loses a piece to bishop takes because of rook takes e1. This might be another way to win the piece. F4, only move. Doesn't look like it's helping. Ouch. We're having a rough day here in Cheesemate territory. What happened here? Have we ever played? We've never played. This could be a first. But is the Cheesemate streaming? I believe he may be a chess.com streamer. I can't remember. But I'm going to check it out. We are going to get I believe that the Cheesemate is into stand-up comedy because he is pretty funny. The whole Cheeseville configuration, I love it. I can't tell. He does not seem to have committed to a cheese.com contract. So he might be a free agent on Lichess. Let's not watch this game too much longer. It's not fair to him. He's having a rough time of it against that fellow. We're going to check out Ron. Ron managed to off his opponent in relatively fine style with the Halloween Gambit. Oh my god, Ron Halloween Gambited him. And he got his piece back with interest. How did he get his piece back with interest? Let me just see this for a moment. So here, the opponent returned the piece, which is one of the recommended methods. But here I believe bishop takes c3 is absolutely forced. If not here, bishop takes c3 is absolutely forced. And we lost the piece back. So not only did he give the piece back, but then he gave a piece. In this position, I probably might have gone for even more. I don't think I would have allowed him the chance to play. Ron, you're a beast. Alright, we're on Arsenal fan Richie, who has a huge score against me.
Said hello there.
No words. I was checking out the Moobot chat channel's permissions. I think I can make it available to everyone. The way I had set it up, nobody could see it. Nobody really should be bothered by it. But I didn't realize that you guys would want to move it. I love everything that you've done. They have rearranged the furniture in our Discord so well. It's absolutely crazy what they've accomplished. No theory for me, just the main line, folks. My lights have gone out. I've always wanted to try h6 here, but I'm not going to. f4? This is not supposed to be playable. That's very interesting. Alright, I'm gonna see what's cooking. I want to see what's cooking in this particular example. There were some technical issues that I had to watch out for. Now for something completely different. Let's make sure that nothing hangs with check. Now, if he gets e5 in, is it worthy of him? I guess I have to keep fighting for certain things. Bum 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 bum. Ba-da-dum bum bum bum. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to cross my fingers that we might be winning material out of this deal.
No words. Said Walking Death 1984 https lichess org swiss 3jvjf4
Oh, thank you so much for answering that calling for him. That's key. Very, very key. Takes. I mean, it is an exchange. He does get a little bit of Gegenspiel out of it. Takes. Not what I was expecting him to do. At all. Not what I was expecting him to do at all. He is going to get a lot for his trouble. That much is true. Yeah, we're going to keep up the annoyance. The annoyance factor. Doubling rooks, crossing my fingers. That's all I was doing. Doubling rooks and crossing my fingers. Richie, let's give him a quick shout out. Arsenal fan. An amazingly strong player. There's no reason for me to have anywhere near the record that I have against him. So who all is on this Discord design team besides No Words? Is it you and Dragon Emperor? Are both of you doing such an amazing job? Or is it also Zinc? Zinc came in at some point. Oh, now I'm getting my notifications. My order was fulfilled on Robinhood to purchase a share of the falling Microsoft yesterday. Definitely had to catch it while it was falling. Catch it
No
while you
words.
can.
Said IDK who changed what you can see in a DUIT log who did what?
Okay. No, but you guys are doing some amazing work. Redesigning, and I don't know who started it, but it was pretty amazing. All I know is that you asked for permissions to help out with the Discord, and then the next thing I know, between you and Dragon Emperor, it looks amazing. If anyone has not seen all of the amazing reorganizational changes, they will not see the badly placed MooBot chat, because no one can see that but me and the basically the MooBot audit chat for what it does. I was supposed to log in on my phone, but my watch wanted me to do that. Alright, so we played C4 earlier. Marco Ivan is getting another C4. I didn't get to check our status on our opening ventures. All right. This is the way I usually deal with things on average. See if our opponent knows what he's doing. He apparently does not know what he's doing. So now what do we do now that he doesn't know? Since he doesn't know, what do we do? I guess we try to place our pieces appropriately one way or the other. He is going after it. That much is true. Sooner or later, someone always wants to do that. They really do. They always want to do that. Yes, yes. Am I getting anything out of this deal? I think not. But it's worth a gander. My opponent may not like the next move. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. Interesting. I've never seen that variation before. Probably with good reason. We'll see what happens. Which camera am I using? I'm using the correct one. I think we're using the correct one. It's a good time for me to check my microphone, make sure that it's the correct microphone. Since I've been away, the desktop properties and other things change. Desktop audio. What happened here? What did I do? Did I click on something? The audio went up for a moment. Ah. That's what I clicked.
Kingslayer Sloan said, how was Iceland?
Iceland was amazing. I did do a number of videos both on my Hero 8 and on my phone. A number of videos. I believe the Hero 8 video will probably be nicer, but I'm not entirely positive how well it'll turn out. If it does come out with the microphone settings and everything, I'm going to put it into a Google box or a OneDrive box. I don't know which is better for you, so that we can sift and sort through to see if we can make a Reykjavik experience out of it.
Said, how was View Podcast 08?
You know, you weren't the only one that wanted me to do something other than the tournament, and I couldn't do some other things for my co-teachers and whatnot, so I didn't. So you shouldn't feel special that I didn't do things just for you. I didn't do things for a lot of people, so I'm sorry that you are not that special that I did not do them just for you. But as it turns out, I focused on my tournament. I had a good performance. I felt for all the streamers, like Andrea. She spent so much time setting up at whatever
chronological
moment.
order, and I can make a vlog.
That's awesome. I'm fairly certain that all the dates are on all the stuff.
No words. Said Kingslayer Sloan, can you test if the Discord link works? Don't think it does.
Uh-oh. Invalid invite. You are absolutely right. Let's change it. It does not work.
Kingslayer Sloan. Said it does not. Spenker Spit. Said Mr. MacArthur. Kingslayer Sloan. Said keep talking John Andrew something.
Oh my god. Spencer, what are you doing up this hour, man? Spencer, go back to sleep. You're on spring break. Please enjoy whatever you're doing. Dude.
No
you
words.
should not be here.
Said lol.
Spencer has a channel.
Pegasus
I'm
SVE.
not sure how active
Said
his
cough
channel
or Red Bull
is.
now.
The last time I was
Spenker
there,
Spit. Said Mr. MacArthur, guess who it is?
I think there's only one Spencer.
Spenker Spit. Said everyone go follow please.
Hold on, I'm
Spenker
trying
Spit.
to
Said word.
get your name spelled correctly if that's possible.
Pegasus SVE.
Where in the world is
Said bad
Spencer Spit?
Spencer.
Where in the world is Spencer Spit? That's what I want to know.
Spenker Spit. Said thank you.
I know we don't have that many people here early in the morning. Usually on the weekends, it's a little better. But at 4 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, I actually...
Spenker Spit. Said it s.
The rest of the world has not sprung forward on time yet, so it's going to be a huge time change when I go
Spit.
back to the normal one.
Said Spencer Spit.
Yeah, we don't need to
Spenker
go
Spit.
into the...
Said this is my other account.
You have two? Why are you doing two? You have to dedicate yourself, sir. Or is that the real one? Hold on, I'm going to see how different it is. Yeah, Spencer. Let's see what that one looks like. Oh, that one's just your
Spenker
standard.
Spit. Said this is for watching.
Ah, yes.
No words. Said only 2 accounts, I got 5, don't remember the login details, but still. Spenker Spit. Said the one I stream on is Spencer Spit.
Ah, I see. That might be the one that you gave me the other day. So far, we're doing very okay here. For a Monday, this is indeed my Monday. I got back from Reykjavik, and I slept through Monday morning. I could not move. I couldn't stream on Sunday morning because I was busy trying to pack and get for the airport. But on average, Spencer, we do a lot of chess here, training every day.
Sloan. Said what did you do in Iceland?
I got 5 out of 9. I drank with many streamers. At one point, Jules Moussard, the Grandmaster from France, I thought he was coming out with us and he was bringing the Botez sisters with him. But then all of a sudden the Botez sisters cut off to the left. Our group with Lula Robs, we had Lula Robs, Anamaya. No, Lula Robs wasn't with me at that time. Anamaya and Alexandra Chess and I went off to an Italian restaurant, which was Anamaya's favorite, Caruso. And Jules Moussard was left all on his own. And I was like, why didn't we invite him? But he did have another friend or two that were there. And I could have used the help, certainly. I'm going to be as mysterious as Ron here. I'm going after the D4 square. If Ron is going to give me the D4 square, I'm going to take the D4 square. What in the world did he do? He gave me his white squared bishop. Now he's got white squared bishop weaknesses. She once was a true love of mine. What? You can't do that, sir. Can you? I guess you can. I guess you certainly can.
The cheesemate said, are you planning on going back next year?
I don't know the dates next year. Do you know the dates? If we know the dates, then I might consider it. But unfortunately, if I don't know the dates, then I cannot consider it. I'm staying ahead as much as I can. Oh, that's not good. What are you up to here, sir? Takes. Fine.
The cheesemate. Thanks for subscribing.
Cheesemate. Namaste. Thank you for subscribing. We're going to get you stronger. We are absolutely going to be getting you stronger. I have to return a pawn here. For activity, of course. It is time to return the pawn for activity. What? Ron? Ron is so courteous to streamers. The Botez Gambit accepted. The Cheesemate, namaste. For those of you who have not yet been on my stream, I hope we've improved
Pegasus
the Discord
SVE
channel.
said cough time now.
Coffee time, yes.
Spenka spit said, wait, Mr. MacArthur, I gifted you $5, not him. Spenka spit.
Oh,
said,
really?
do you get the money?
What's happening here? You gifted $5. I will check. Yes, I see that I get the money. Yes, namaste. Namaste, Spencer Spit. You're on your way, sir. I really do appreciate all the support. I actually don't do this for the money. I get hardly anything out of it. But Spencer Spit knows how that goes too. Because almost all of the streamers here that are not
Spenka
Alexandra
Spit
Botez
said, let us go, Mr. MacArthur.
I'm doing okay in this particular event. Ron Hay was very generous. It is coffee time. I don't know if I should go for it now or not. Alexa, turn on Dojo. And I have the earbuds so that nobody else can turn on my my device, which I did to many students at one time, Spencer.
Said Spencer Spit 69. Have you a stream?
He does. Let's go back to his this is his channel from just before. I don't know, I kind of like Spencer Spit 69. You got a nice skiing pic in there. Going all the way back. By the way, the cheese mate, ladies and gentlemen, also a very funny fellow. He reminds me of like a cross between Seinfeld, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and maybe a little bit of Big Bang Theory, perhaps, but I can't prove that last one. Only because we didn't get a chance to hang out enough.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Let's go! Let's go!
I'm afraid that this one always gets a little YouTube comment. Never back down, never what? And I forgot completely about it, that I have to either shorten it, but apparently not every Twitch sound alert is YouTube friendly. There was one that Ron played all the time from Braveheart. Do you remember the one from Braveheart? I actually got a copyright strike more than once on the Braveheart movie clip. It was too long. Thank you, Spencer. But where in the world are you, by the way, on your spring break? I hope you're somewhere warm.
Do it! Just do it!
All right, you are so out of control. You're the beast, man. You're the beast.
No words. Said, is this copyrighted?
What copyrighted? Never back down, never what? Definitely had gotten a tick at one time. But the Braveheart one with Mel Gibson's voice.
Spit. Said my favorite teacher.
Well, you are in easily the roughest elective for Miss Road, because Zach drives her a little nuts sometimes. Even though Zach is who he is. All you guys are funny, great, strong personalities, and you guys are going to change the world when you get older. I cannot wait to see what you guys do. On average. By the way, these guys are all in the high school, just to let you know. / leaving middle school in their cases. So just to clarify, teacher student. Uh-oh. What's going on here? I see.
Said I am becoming a chess master.
All right.
Do it!
Are you going to the high school in...
Just do it!
Is the high school in Atlanta? Just wanted to see my stats on my player stats here. So E4, D4, Knight C3. So I'm at 348 on the C4. I need 2 more. I believe I do need C4.
Said by watching you.
Now we have to unfortunately put some elbow grease in there, Spencer. We need to put a little bit more elbow grease in. But I don't know if Spencer or anybody in my class believed me when they said I stream usually at 4 a.m. But because the rest of the world has not sprung forward, I've changed my time a little bit. What I need to do is find that last game. Was I white? No, I was black in this game.
Spenker Spit. Said I set an alarm.
Just, you're out of control, man. You're out of control. But you should be somewhere cooler. Are you here in New York City? Miss Road would love to see you stop by chess camp if you're in New York City. So let's see, this is Marco Ivan. Alright, is he listed in my library? Not yet.
Said Japan.
Oh, that's lovely. The one city absolutely on my list is Kyoto. Kyoto is really on my list.
Said I don't think she likes me.
Oh, come on. No, she just looks like that all the time. Miss Road has a very discerning look. She's very discerning. She's like, but she likes you.
Spenker spit. Said I am there right now.
Kyoto? That is the most beautiful city amongst many of them.
Pegasus. Said finally the trend in OTB is starting to turn slowly but surely. However, I was very close to losing myself, but I managed to stop my hand.
Oh no.
Spenker spit. Said yes.
It is indeed a beautiful place. Uh-oh. We're up for the cheese mate, but I'm going to stay with C4. I'm going to stay the course. I think I need 2 more, but I'm hoping that 1 registered. It said 248. Oh, he's going to make it easy on me. I wonder if he was studying my file from Reykjavik, like the other fellow did. Uh-oh, we lost our music. And now for something completely different. Yes. Yes. Now, moment of truth here. Do I castle or do I not? Or do I just keep him from castling? That's a bummer. I'm just going to get my development in. First, we have to throw in a word from our sponsor. And then we're going for this.
Spenker spit. Said I am going to train starting from 5 a.m. every morning to 7 before school so I can become a chess legend.
Oh no, did he win an exchange out of this deal? It looks like it. That's a bummer. I don't think he's falling for it. The calculation was too simple. So what is going on? A chess legend indeed. We have so many chess legends coming out of our school between U.S. Championship participant and World Junior, etc. Like, what happened here? Did I do the whole stream? Did I do the whole thing? That's terrible. I guess that was all the music there was. Craziness. Mouse slip? I'm going to assume it was a mouse slip. I think he only wanted to put it there.
The
This could be
cheesemate.
awkward for me.
Said, wow, thank you.
Well, I don't always take the, when it's obvious like that. No, when it's obvious like that, I have to try to find, unless you really force it. Like there's no other move but to take it. I will try to not. Ron Hay and I have started that, by the way. Ron Hay and I try not to do mouse slips, but Ron Hay has been crushing me so badly. I really want to get my stuff going here.
Spenker spit. Said, let us go
Yes.
beat Ron Hay.
Positional chess 101 here. By the way, I think the cheesemate finished better than me. I'm not entirely positive, but I believe he did. All right, things are getting hotted up. Things are hotting up. Whoa. All right, moment of truth, everyone. Yes, yes. I need to distract him. Oh no, am I losing? I'm losing. Help! I'm losing. Go figure. Can I batten down the hatches at all? I don't know.
Spenker spit. Said, come on, Mr. MacArthur, win this.
Oh, it's not about that. It's about playing really, really good chess despite being down a piece. At the moment. That is what it's all about.
Walking death. Said, today everybody has a F big luck. Spenker spit. Said, yes, of course.
Can I keep him from getting any closer? I do not know. And the winner is... Mm-hmm. I should have gone on the outside. That's what I should have done.
Spenker spit. Said gotta go Mr. MacArthur, see you in school, you are my chess king.
Oh no. Nicely done. Cheesemate got me. First ever game. Cha-ching. He dented me. As well you should. I misplayed that so badly. I was enjoying my game too much. Give him another shout out. That was a very good game. Until it wasn't. And of course, Spencer spit for the 5. Namaste. I haven't done the emotes, have I? I don't even know if I have them available. I need to see this chat, the stream. Oh no, Papa Chacha. Here goes my record with the English. Well, that was nice of him. I'm changing gears now. Chess. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Start breaking down the... Let's start breaking down on the other side as well, while we're at it. Let's break down this excitement here on both sides. Yes, yes, yes. First things first. Can I play
Walking
it that way?
Death. Said easy win.
Easy win? No way. No such thing as easy. I only wish that it were that easy. So let's see. H3, G4, G5. He seems to have enough. Let's clarify this one. And he did need to play it that way.
Agrazaki. Said come on, you can beat him.
Oh, that much is true. That much is true. I do want to get to the D5 square. If I can get to the D5 square with a knight, I will be very happy. I'm going to try to keep pace with him. Well, first things first, we have to do that. Batten down the hatches on the dark squares. And now, we'll try to grab an F5 square if we can. My E4 square is hanging, by the way. Egats. He's threatening knight takes E4 as well. Knight takes E4, yada yada yada. This is not good. I think I'm in trouble, everybody. I'm going to pretend like I can recapture. My white squares are all very, very weak. Very weak. 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 Yeah, I lose. Or do I? Takes. Let's see what he gives me. Oh no, it's check. It's check. The end of my continuation is check. I don't want anyone to see what was about to happen at the end of that combination. But I didn't want my king on that square. That was why I played king h1 for that tactic. But it didn't work out because at the end of it all, he takes with check. Alright, the story of my life. I often start strong. Let's take a game of 9-ball, right? Or billiards, pocket pool. And you pocket the first 7 of 8 balls, but you don't pocket the 8 ball. That is often the case as you get stronger and stronger. You have to become more proficient at pocketing the 8 ball.
Agrazaki, said Booth.
Yeah. Let's go back just for a moment and see if my C4s have caught up. It says we have 360 now. We had 348, so all of our C4s from Reykjavik must have just kicked in. And Papa Chacha is now in the mix. Yeah, so we are definitely at 360. We will be studying that one again later, just to see where everything went wrong. The sun is coming up. I may need to close the blinds. How are we doing on our stream time? Chess camp starts in 2.5 hours. It takes me an hour to get there. An hour and 15 to get there. So we may need to do something about this. But it's cool. The cheese mate softened me up. Literally. I prefer my cheese soft. Definitely a first time for this move order. So had I played d4 here, would it transpose to a mainline King's Indian? Oh, it doesn't transpose to a King's Indian until the bishop actually arrives on g7. But even then, the move order could be wrong. Try to fool it into showing up here. I don't see it though.
Walking
Alright.
Death, said GURPS. What a lucky boy. Pegasus SVE, said Black's pawn is on a6 not s5. Pegasus SVE, said
Yeah,
a5.
that's true. That's true. That's what I needed to change. I needed to put the pawn on a5, right. Thank you, Ron. Ladies and gentlemen, the master, Ron Hay. And of course we have our amazing dynamic duo, Dragon Emperor and No Words. So c4, we're at 360. I'm going to try to round everybody off again. We need 3 knight c3s and an e4. We need 3 knight c3s and an e4 to round everything off. Wow, the cheese mate taking charge with that performance. He's got the head-to-head. Nicely done. So the cheese mate, these will be going off an hour earlier in the United States, regardless of Europe spring forward. So I do these every single weekday, usually at about 4:30 a.m. New York time. But because of the time change, I'm sorry, the fall back? Where are we? I don't know where we are. I honestly do not know where we are. The times for our events get screwed up routinely. So let's say we've done a Sicilian, a Caro-Kann. This is only my 3rd black, it feels like. Doesn't it?
Pegasus SVE. Said the Pomodoro method. Have you tried this?
I have. It actually
The
works
cheese
quite
mate.
well.
Said
Where
very
you
nice.
set-
I am usually up, but sometimes have to work instead of chess.
Me too, but then I do chess. I would say 1 out of 5 times during the weekday. Usually it's Wednesday morning. I don't stream on the Wednesday morning because... Alright, French defense in honor of Lula. How about that? French defense in honor of Lula. Lula Rob's attempting to play the French defense. I'm not sure whom she has coaching her. But they need to stop. Right? I'm not sure who she has coaching her in the French defense, but they really just need to stop. So knight c6, bishop takes d6, and I'm overworked on the other front. Yeah, so I need to start crossing and covering. Again, bishop takes d6 could be awkward. Moment of truth. Can I go that route? I guess not. So now we really do have a very dynamic pawn structure. Knight game, king game with a better end game. Well, fascinating. That was not what I was expecting. Not what I was expecting at all. But we do have the better endgame. By a hair. Need to keep all of our pawn tempi in reserve. Don't make pawn moves where you are weak. I lied. I lied. I'm trying to get a winning rook and pawn endgame over here. I fibbed a bit. I agree.
Walking Death said if you want I can beat Cheese in the last round if I get paired with him.
You can you? Let's just do this very, very patiently here. Whoops. We do it with check, by the way. We do it with check. I'm afraid that you're going to have to beat cheese in the last round. If that's the case. Namaste. My good friend Cheese Mate. It was great. I'm sorry that we really didn't get a chance to hang out. I managed to hang out with almost every streamer, whether in the... I guess we sort of got a chance to hang out in the analysis room. We got to go over each other's games. But off-site, I managed to hang out with Anamaya more than once, Lula Robs more than once, Alexander Chess, yes, more than once, if we count the time before last. But I was happy for all of them. I think everybody had a pretty good performance. I haven't looked yet to see what the performance of the streamers were. I'm going to do a quick recap of the streamer's performance of in Iceland, or the Cheese Mate can do it for his YouTube channel. I think that would be even better. I really do need to start working on thumbnails and stuff to make my stuff look better. It's no good. Papa Chach is already
Pegasus SVE. Said 1 round. Pegasus SVE. Said left.
1 round left indeed. We've not always made it to the 9th round, especially when I'm not present. But I'm very happy that everybody does make it. I didn't check on Smyslov the other day. When I got on the plane, I didn't see how Smyslov did. It was world champion Smyslav's birthday on 3/2/4. That's not a hard one to remember. 11/19 is Capablanca. 10/31 Alakine. All right, are we done? We need only one E4. How about that? We need one E4 to round it off. One E4. No, I'm not biting. I'm not biting. He's trying to play the Norwegian rat. But I'm not biting. Wow, we've had this good a performance with OneDrive syncing all of my files from the weekend in the background. It's absolutely insane what it's doing in the background. What else is happening in the background? Yeah, it's syncing. There's nothing I can do about it. We're going to go in this route. I have to play very cautiously. I think Papa Chach is going to win this one. There's no guarantee. I think Papa Chach is winning this one. Interesting. Let's just continue fighting for the d5 square on another day.
Nguyen Min.
Said Sup.
Boba YT.
Said GL.
Get rid of the bishop pair, if possible. GM Smurfette, how are you, sir? So we got rid of his bishop pair, but to what end?
Arsenal Fan Richie.
Said feel like I outplayed everyone today and just lost cause of time pressure and tactics while in time pressure.
Boba
That
YT.
could well be true.
Said what
That's
do you
exactly what
YHINK
happens.
who is better, Prague or Dubov?
Who's better, Prague or Dubov? Prague, definitely. He's got that amazing immigrant mentality.
Arsenal Fan Richie.
Said Prague, not even a question.
Yeah, not even a question, indeed. Wow, I got that one in. I can't believe it. I was so lucky. I was truly, truly lucky to get that one in. Honestly. That was insane.
Walking Death.
Said cheese lost.
Alright, moment
The
of truth
Cheese
now.
Mate.
Said okay GGS, all have to go to work.
Let's grab some space while we're
The
at it.
Cheese Mate.
Said thanks for the games.
Arsenal Fan Richie.
Said take care the cheese mate.
Cheese mate, thanks buddy. Thank you for the subscription. Namaste. You'll be
Walking
mentioned
Death.
in the ending
Said
credits.
have a nice work.
Uh-oh,
Oba
my opponent
Ypsilon
fell
T.
for it.
Said guys, what y'all think who is going to be better than Magnus?
Arsenal Fan Richie.
Who's going to be better
Said
than Magnus?
NC7 not recommended.
Knight E7 not recommended. Who would have known that my opponent would walk into that? Namaste, everyone. The Cheese Mate, I hope to see you again. Let's stay in touch. For those of you who have not yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, it helps immensely to get closer to 1,000. Please pitch in. And at the same time, everybody, I will be working on that. No words in Dragon Emperor have inspired me. I do need to pick up and clean up the office just a little bit. I know you don't see it, but most of the mess is to the right and left of me with unplayed books, as it turns out.
Arsenal Fan Richie.
Said Boba, there is a question for the ages. In 30 years people will regard Carlson in the same rose-tinted spectacles as people regard Fischer and Kasparov. Now for a while there will probably not be anyone so dominant.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that someone will stand above everyone else. It's going to look like, you know, any old Premier League with a different team winning it each time. Not always the same team, but maybe 2 out of 3 times, but not like Carlson winning year after year after year after year.
No more foreplay.
Boba, YouTube, namaste. Are you a streamer on YouTube, Boba? Or is it Bumboba B who we're talking about here? Very early in the day for her. Cannot possibly be
Boba
Boba.
YT.
Thanks for following.
I am FIDE trainer and National Master John MacArthur. I've been teaching chess, whether accidentally or not, for almost 40 years. My entire lifespan.
Boba YT.
Said LMAO.
And it's great to see you, Boba. Boba B, I've always wanted to help with some really intense over-the-board coaching. She is a streamer who plays out of the Marshall Chess Club, my old favorite haunt.
Arsenal Fenrici.
Said she is a talented player.
She is working hard. She has a good sense of humor, which is absolutely key if you're going to become better at chess. Absolutely key. You cannot become that much better at chess without a really incredible sense of humor.
Arsenal Fenrici.
Said that SYIM so good.
Pegasus SVE.
Said https lichess org t5ch neo 2108.
Checking it out now.
Pegasus
Study
SVE.
2024.
Said KD2 draw move.
Boba
Said nanometer John MacArthur have go to Philippines.
GM Smurfette.
Said that SYIM so bad at chess.
I don't believe that's why you're, I've never been able to go to the Philippines. My worst fear, Boba, is that if I go to the Philippines, I won't want to come back. It's the same problem with Japan. I would die for, reasonable sushi every single day. Like we're Japanese food, Philippine food, Chinese food. Just a matter of course, right? Why would I need any other types of food? Yay, my first tournament back in New York.
Said I'd be afraid that if I went to the Philippines that would be the time that some supervolcano would erupt.
I had an eruption in Iceland while I was there. I was there, and I wasn't even playing. I was just mucking about. Apparently the chess nerd who was streaming his recaps went
Arsenal
outside.
Fenrici.
Said Van Halen would be proud.
Nice. Zach the chess nerd went outside on Saturday night to do his recap of round 3, I believe, if anyone is already subscribing to him. And basically, while he's trying to do his recap, a taxi driver pulls up and asks him if he wants to see some lava, which is
Boba
pretty funny.
YT.
Said oh yay, Japanese food is so good, but have you ever played or saw Bobby Fischer?
No, Bobby
Pegasus
Fischer is just before
SVE.
my lifetime.
Said congratulations on the victory MCD.
Namaste. The closest I've come to seeing Bobby Fischer is visiting his grave in Selfos, which I did not do this time around, just because I was mostly concentrated on trying to play good chess. As it turns out. They should have had a couple of different outings with the Golden Circle Tour and the visit to Bobby Fischer's grave in Selfos. That would also be very cool for them to have arranged. But namaste, the cheese mate, and Papa Chacha. Papa Chacha, who is extremely strong and a very talented player, if I have to say so myself. Because he is too modest to say it himself in the chat. But he took out the cheese mate when he needed to. So Ron shared a game that he wanted us to look at.
Arsenal Fenrici.
Said look at my game with him before you say anything.
Oh, I see. All right, we're going to flip this board just a little bit. Ron Hay had sent me this, or had pasted this in the chat to be looked at. Very quiet game with the Carlsbad reverse pawn structure. Basically, white is playing
Pegasus SV.
Said move 55.
move 55. Oh yes, where you're talking about the final position in the draw for the blunder with bishop c7. And Ron has a really awkwardly placed bishop. Wow, can you imagine anybody won this? Oh no, I'm so sorry. This is a little bit asking for it. Oh no! Do we have a breakthrough?
Arsenal fan Richie.
Said what a boring game.
No, it's not boring at all. Like, try never to defend Ron.
Arsenal
Best move
fan
is
Richie.
usually
Said
being the assertive one. So this move loses. This requires some care.
Arsenal fan Richie.
said KD5.
But then King D3.
Pegasus SWE.
Said key 2.
So bishop to B8. I was actually thinking in the other position after king to E3 that bishop B8, bishop to E7 could also be useful. But bishop D6 ties down the king to this pawn. And then he just needs to keep it on it. And it's going to be Zugzwang, right? Bishop C1. Yeah, that's right. That's what I was thinking. That he needed to go back and over
Pegasus
to here.
SWE.
Said the
I don't think the computer knows what it's talking about. King to D5. And then we're in Zugzwang. Nicely done. Nicely done. This one requires a lot of study. So here, so bishop G1 is the only move in this position.
Boba Y.
said T the power of temp.
Yep. So if bishop F2, now he gets to re-Zugzwang him again. Then bishop F2 again, and bishop D8 would have won. Oh, we're going for it, huh? So you saw it coming. In this position, then king to D5 and it's Zugzwang all over again. So you sacrificed to try to get out of it. There's just no stopping it. Yuck. Incredible, Ron. I need to save that game. It's gonna go in my Grandmaster Sitzfleisch. Maybe I'll do it later today. I have to remember to do that later today. Grandmaster Sitzfleisch. And your game with Papa Chacha? Arsenal fan Richie? Alright, I can't watch this from the black side. I have to watch it from the white side.
Pegasus SVE.
Said the opposition must bet on the same square, i.e. suit KC2 for...
Yeah. Must be on the same square. I'm going to be returning to that one, Ron. Check. No. Now it's 2 pieces for a rook.
Pegasus.
Said color.
We definitely need to get stuff going here.
Arsenal fan Richie.
Said was putting your pawns on the same color as bishop, unavoidable Pegasus SWE.
Wow. Queen takes d6 check. Now you don't need to take that right away. Yeah, absolutely. The computer actually suggests the other move. Knight a4. You don't have to take it right away. You can remove the defender. When you see a good move, look for a better one. What? No! Chekovich. That's what I would have gone for, but apparently the better move is queen to c7.
Said look at his Time Master Chess Dojo.
Yes, that's normal though, isn't it?
Arsenal.
Said after any 3 he played every move on increment.
But we didn't do anything to him, unfortunately. This is not that difficult a game to play. And he played a terrible move at that. So g4?
Arsenal fan.
Said are you kidding?
Oh, I'm not. I'm not entirely kidding. It looks like you're totally winning right here, but what do we need to do to win this game? Like, that's not your worst placed piece. Obviously, we could play g4. That seems like the very logical move. g4, g5. Does he have
Ober
anything?
YT.
Said guys want to
G4
play
rook to
P Puzzle
D8.
Racer.
Arsenal fan Richie.
Said this is not that difficult to play. His king is on an open F file with a pin and white has active pieces.
Ober
I
YT.
think my nerves
Said
are
after this.
better than they're supposed to
Arsenal fan Richie.
Said
I
I
don't
am
think black
confused. I
king
think
is-
there is confirmation bias because of engine eval.
be. No, but if you're going to get at the king, you're going to have to break. And obviously g4 is the only one, but we're not going to get anywhere by checking with our queen, right? Look, we just drove his king to safety.
Pegasus
So what else do we have
SVE.
here? Rook to c2.
Said Arsenal fan Richie yes, but did the
Rook to
mistake
D8.
g3 apparently b flat 4, then re7? Can you still win as black with the triangle maneuver? In the end must have control on the d5 square.
Yeah, black is better. It just seems much easier to play for black to me. It's not that easy. This is our last chance to pay attention to what's opponent's big idea. Rook to f3 is what I would have played. Instantly I would have played rook f3 and doubled. Improve your worst placed piece. Prevent your opponent's threats. This is probably, in my current state, I would have played the 5th best move in this position for certain. I was looking to see if the computer saw it, but this is my choice of move every single time. And it's the reason why I'm a weak player. And I would play this move as well. Without a hint of doubt, I would definitely be playing that move. If rook to d8, we just play rook takes f6. I saw the computer suggesting this move. Rook to e8. But we're still playing.
Arsenal Fenrici.
Said after e5 qx c3 was rx f6 winning. I wondered about that.
Back rank mate. Oh no, that's definitely better for you. Rook takes f6 was absolutely better for you. I don't know that it was winning. Let's stay away from things like winning, alright? Stay away from assessments like winning or losing. There is decisive, and there is clear advantage, and there's slightly better on average. Yeah, this is where we started to slip. We try to get material back. But we don't have much of a choice. We're doing pretty well. We missed our knight a4 option here.
Said
Right here. Yeah, rook takes f6 is not...
Arsenal Fenrici.
said e7 wasn't he about material?
It's about using the f file. Yeah, maybe. I could see that. King e8, rook d1. And even in this position, though. I would probably play it along these lines. But we're down a piece.
Arsenal
So we have to go for the perpetual, huh?
Fenrici.
Said I'd prefer rf1 I think.
Yeah, but it's a tricky thing, that's for sure. He has bishop f5 no matter what. So after bishop f5, so what is the big difference here between taking on f6 and queen to c7 right away? If this is the obvious computer suggested move, there's no way to interpose.
Said equal game.
Dude, I made on the
Arsenal
last move.
Fenrici.
Said qc7 I was gonna play but OFC didn't he expect him to defend playing in increment.
Really? You were playing the player like I do. This is a bad recipe for both of us. An absolutely horrendous recipe for both of us. Alright. Bobby, you too, but
Arsenal Fenrici.
I know you
Said I
suggested
like
Puzzle Racer.
qc7 cause of removing defender of f6.
I will set it up as a channel point reward, I think. 3 games of Puzzle Racer. But I have to get going. I'm sorry that I have to run.
Said yeah.
Arsenal Fenrici.
Said Pegasus SWE yeah the attack on E.
Yeah, removing the defender of f6.
Arsenal Fenrici.
Said qc4 is
Arsenal Fenrici.
Said meant QX.
Oh yeah. Mouse slip. Papa Chacha. Now he's a very resourceful player. I don't have much of a good record against him. I win one out of every. Is that true? 1 out of every 3 games. He wins 2. I win 1. In any event, everyone, please be certain to join the Discord. Thanks for fixing the
Arsenal
Discord link.
Fenrici.
Said he is tricky on increment ILL, remember for next time.
The YouTube. Well, the secret is not to get low on time. I got low on time as well. YouTube. Follow on all the socials. I'm going to try to put up more stuff on the socials.
Pegasus SWE.
Said 466 games now.
Arsenal Fenrici.
Said grats on the win and take care everyone. GG Pegasus SWE.
Yes, thanks you everyone. Where are we going from here? Quick, someone tell me where we're going.
Pegasus SWE.
Said soon 500 John.
466, soon 500. Yeah, maybe.
Arsenal Fenrici.
Said John Curtis is entertaining.
Oh, alright. FM John Curtis. But Cantana is on Lichess. No?
Ober YT.
Said goodbye.
I'm gonna go with the Lichess streamer. As much as I love John
Arsenal
Curtis too, since I
Fenrici.
have the choice.
Said up to you.
Ober YT.
Said have a great day guys.
Yes, Kingslayer Sloan. I didn't give him, and the French Bishop Chesscast should have a new episode coming out later this week. We're gonna make the time today, tomorrow, or the next. Well, it can't be
Kingslayer
today.
Sloan.
Said CYA John.
AFR Arsenal fan Richie.
Pegasus SWE.
Said see you.
Ron, thank you for the subscription in the 36 months. I think it was 36 months. Could be 33 months. I can't recall. But needless to say, everyone, cheers and ciao. Spencer Spit. I hope he went back to bed. I hope he's enjoying himself. Agrazaki, please subscribe on the YouTube. You don't have to hit the bell. Cheers and ciao, everyone. Have a great day. Cheers, mate. Thank you for the subscription.